Alright, so I hope you all remember that time that, like, one Nazi got punched on TV and every liberal in the entire Western Hemisphere just lost their fucking mind. Here we go. Liberals. A note here, please, that I am omitting the usual dear from dear liberals in order to show just how fucking incandescently furious I am with you. Can you explain to me why the safety of Richard Spencer's jaw is of more importance to you than my life and others? Why you fetishise free speech only when it is used by utter bastards and not when it is taken away from people who are legitimately oppressed? Why you mention anti-fascist violence but haven't wrung your hands once over the woman those fucks ran down in Charlottesville? Is it because you secretly know which side you're closer to, or do you just have a thing for jackboots? Why you'll gladly celebrate the Battle of Britain but not the Battle of Cable Street? Is it because Spitfires are cooler than throwing half bricks at fascists? Or is it that everyone's wearing flat caps and you secretly suspect they're all a bunch of Bolsheviks? What about the battles of Madrid and Jarama while the British government did nothing and the fascists carved up Spain? So can you explain to me, liberals, why the ability for old decaying icons of outdated politics to insert themselves unwelcomely into every possible safe space is more important than, safe spaces for people who need them? Why does someone who gets published by The Guardian need yet another platform? What's your problem with no platforming? A big platform putting you up to this? How much are they paying you? Do TERFs really need a platform when they're already on every internet message board hounding people? Can you explain to me why you are so very quick to condemn violence? Or at least specific kinds, but have nothing to say about economic violence, state violence, police violence, sexual violence and war? Is that list too long for you? Too depressing? When you put your list together, did you just get stuck at the top where it says punching Nazis is bad and get doing something else like making the world's biggest cup of tea? Or is it just because the victims are predominantly poorer than you, blacker than you, queerer than you and more female than you? Can you explain to me why street violence in opposition to fascism is so bad, but depriving people in Latin America of a staple food source because you love quinoa so fucking much you price the people that grow it for you out of the market, that's okay? Why no platforming old transphobes is so egregious because it contravenes free speech, but companies are allowed to own intellectual property rights over plants and sell Terminator seeds to third world farmers because the freedom to be able to eat and own your own food isn't the kind of freedom you need to worry about? Why, then, when people do resort to peaceful means of protest, you're right in line behind the outright slavering reactionaries to decry that while, yes, this is peaceful, why do you have to be disruptive, even just a little? Kneeling at sports games, it's so disruptive, as if injustices went utterly disruptive to its victims, as if your slight discomfort is too high a price to pay for justice, as if protests ever get noticed or achieve anything if they don't disrupt things. Is it because you enjoy being a fucking hypocrite, or are you just accidentally good at it?